hello friends, it's me Anmol Samsuhang. You all are watching RS Biologicals. So today's topic is what is eutrophication and how do chemical fertilizers affect the chance of eutrophication. So before we get started, I'm going to remind you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it and tap on the notification bell so you get my daily updates of my channel. So let's get started. So what is eutrophication according to you? So you must be wondering that it can be a biological word. So yes, you are right, it is a biological term only, and eutrophication is actually the process by which biological process by which any part of a water body becomes highly enriched with minerals and nutrients. So you must be thinking how a natural water body becomes enriched with minerals and nutrients. So in the world, it is estimated that there are more than 500 million farmers in the world, and those farmers use fertilizers. So what do fertilizers do? Fertilizers increase the fertility of soil or water. So if a farmer is growing maize or corn, so what does he do is he puts some fertilizer in the corn, either it be liquid fertilizer or a solid kind of fertilizer, and that fertilizers, when applied in the soil, it doubles the fertility of the soil and makes the growth of the corn faster, bigger and more healthier than the other who hasn't got the fertilizer. So any names? So farmers use mainly ammonium chloride, ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate, urea, and those kind of fertilizers are used by the farmers. And this fertilizers works in plants, all plants which are placed in the kingdom Plantae. So every kind of plant, either it be a flower, any kind of aquatic plant, or any kind of terrestrial plant, it works in each and every plant in the plant kingdom. So that means I already talked about eutrophication. So eutrophication, I told the definition that it is the process by which any part of a water body becomes highly enriched with nutrients and minerals. So it may be any kind of stagnant water body, it either be a pond, any lake or any kind of riverside, but the water should be stagnant and the water should be still. So eutrophic, so there's another term that eutrophic is usually a water area which has high nutrients and minerals in it, and the water body with very low amount of nutrient and minerals is called oligotrophic, and the water area with moderate or medium mineral content is known as mesotrophic. So there are three type of trophic terms. First one is oligotrophic, mesotrophic and eutrophic. So this, in the third one, eutrophic, which is the high content of mineral, that is seen eutrophication. So I have prepared a small kind of sample or kind of experimental thing over here. So I have made two jars over there. This one is the jar A, as you all can see, and this one is the jar B. So I made this two jars about 1 month and a half. So I made this jars 1 month and a half days ago. So as you all can see, let me show you jar A. So the jar A is very clear, and it is after 1 month also it is very clear. As you all can see over here, it's very clear, and I've written something over there, jar A, no fertilizer. So I have not added any kind of fertilizer. So I have, and in this jar, this is jar B, as you can see, compared to jar A, as you can see, compared to jar A, it is very greenish kind of thing. So, and I have written 10 milliliters of fertilizer. So I have added urea into it. So as you all can see, this green thing, this is the algae from the pond which I have brought. The algae was also added to the jar A, but only jar B was affected and the growth of algae was increasing. So why this was happening? Because in this jar B, eutrophication was going on. The process of eutrophication was going on. The algae got fertilizer, 10 milliliter of urea into it, and it started its growth, and it rapidly started dividing, and hence, as you all can see, so as you all can see, this is the algae growing inside it, jar B. This is jar B, and this is jar A. So it's pretty much clean than jar B. So as I have shown you in these two jars, the understanding of eutrophication with a simple experiment. So I'm going to make a separate video on how to prepare an experiment or how to design an experiment for studying the process of eutrophication. So I'm going to soon, or very quickly, I'm going to make that video, maybe day after tomorrow or someday like that. So this is only a small, it is only mini ecosystem, but as in the environment, as naturally, if the fertilizer is drained from any kind of factories, or if misuse of fertilizers are done in the natural environment, it increases so rapidly. This is only a mini experiment. So when it happens naturally, it starts to grow so rapidly that it becomes, the pond or the water body becomes wholly green. As you all are seeing in the picture also, the water body becomes very green, and it also blocks the sunlight. So let's talk about how this eutrophication affects the marine and the plant life over that water body. So as you all know that underwater plants are also there in water bodies. Underwater plants, there are underwater insects, there are underwater microorganisms, there are underwater aquatic or marine animals such as fishes, shrimps, lobsters. There are many kind of organisms in the marine or that water body also. So as the layer or the clump of that algae blocks the sunlight, the plants inside that pond or that water body cannot get direct sunlight, or you can say it cannot get a single amount of light, as the light, as it makes, as that blanket of algae makes impossible the light to enter into the water. So this leads to the decaying of that underwater plants. Yes, if the water doesn't get sunlight, it cannot prepare their food. So if they cannot prepare their food, they will die. So when they will die, their body will get decomposed and they will get decayed in that underwater only. So in this way, the microorganism starts to feed on that dead plant, and it soon makes the plant decay, and the number or the ratio of bacteria and other kind of microorganisms, harmful microorganisms also increase, because the pond is getting wholly, the pond underwater plants are getting wholly decayed, the animals are also getting dead and getting decayed. So in this way harmful microorganisms are also getting increased, and sometimes that water get washed into any kind of clean area, clean water body, and that clean water body is eaten by some kind of civilization, some kind of people of that locality. And how it affects the people, if so, as I have mentioned to you before, that eutrophication also increases the chance growth of microorganisms, and the water with those microorganisms are getting washed to a clear or clean water body. So when that water gets to the clear water body, the people will take that water to their homes, they'll drink that water, and those microorganisms will again make the people sick. So some may get dysentery, some may get diarrhea, some may get gastroenteritis, some may get jaundice, some may get typhoid. So there are many kinds of bacterial diseases you can get. So this is all about eutrophication. So I'm going to soon make a video on how to design an experiment for studying the process of eutrophication. So friends, if you like the video, you all can comment down in the comment section, and you can relate that how this video was and how good you found it. So this much for today. See you in my next video. Bye bye.